I wish I had a Japanese girlfriend. I have been thinking for a long time, how can I get a girlfriend? How can I get especially a Japanese girlfriend? But I couldn't find any solution. That's the reason why I'm recording this video. From my childhood, I don't feel myself with the Turkish culture. You are just burning in a culture, you are getting into the burn a country which you like or don't like, it doesn't matter. The Turkey has economically collapsing every single day. That's the reason why, if I had a one only chance, I have never wanted to live in Turkey. I had never wanted to live in Turkey. I have always wanted to live in Japan. This is the reason why I'm complaining a lot for the station. Whenever I'm checking the countries from the first or second class countries, they are getting a girlfriend, they are doing sex. Actually, I have seen a video yesterday who the girls from Taiwan was doing a street blowjob, etc. That was so insane. But in Turkey, the sexuality just sexuality is getting thing as a crime. I'm not just defending something like the pedophilias and the other just like the private things. I'm not defending this kind of things, but the reason is here people cannot do the sex properly, and most people just working from morning to night, and nobody's complaining about the station but me. That's the reason why I'm recording this video, not only for myself but for others. I have always wanted to be a travel influencer, going to Japan and getting a girlfriend from there and live there. But this dream didn't happen. Why? Because I'm living in poverty. If you are poor, if you are not a if you don't have a very good job, maybe you are working in a construction from morning to night, and you are just opening a fucking Instagram, just trying to find a girl for yourself. Maybe you are paying money to OnlyFans girls. Maybe you are paying money to Instagram models, and nobody cares about you. Because if you don't have fame, if you don't have the social status, if you are not rich enough, most people don't care about you. In this life, actually in this modern life, maybe from the past, even the today's are the same. Every time there was a three things was important for the people in this world. The one is status, the second is money, the third is fame. If you don't have any kind of these things, probably you are living or not, nobody cares. That's the reason why I'm just thinking about this issue for a long time. What is the reason behind between me and others? Just only the bad reason, which I'm living in Turkey, which is a third class country, living in the Middle East. Nobody wants to live in a desert. Nobody wants to live in the Middle East. Nobody wants to live in Turkey. But people cannot choose their countries in the end. But whenever I'm just checking the girls from Japan, they're just so healthy. They're doing the sports and they're so teeny and they're not very high. And here in Turkey, people are not respecting each other. People aren't show respect each other, and they are not important for others. So people's life aren't so matter in Turkey. That's the reason why I don't feel and I don't have any sense of belonging to Turkey. I'm complaining about, but nothing is changing. Like, I'm not talking about the anime fantasy, fetish, and deeper. Because maybe I don't actually want her, but maybe I want to escape. I want to escape my reality. My reality isn't very good, and you are living in the poverty, you are living in a house, and I'm trying to record the Instagram reels or maybe sometimes YouTube videos in order to escape my reality. I really don't like my reality in the end. Most people want to change their classes, most people want to be pioneer, and most want to be some like the patriots themselves. Maybe I'm not sure. I just want to be the leader and just trying to get more followers and out from the Turkey and not coming back. But I couldn't choose because I haven't got any support at my back and I couldn't get any backup. I also know that because of I'm a Turkish, which is a third class citizen, and which is a deeper and subordinate class, and it means that when I go to Japan or the first class country, I will just only work in blue collar jobs, which is, I mentioned that before, that's the reason why an immigration crisis. You are going to there, maybe you are working in very bad jobs, maybe just cleaning the toilets, maybe just being a cashier, maybe just being the steward. I'm not sure, but I wouldn't just change my class even in Japan. But the reason if you are a YouTuber, you have more chances because you can just get the fame. As I mentioned that before, even you are a third class citizen, even the second class citizen, maybe if it is better for these people, for the third class citizens, just going to aim to second class countries like Thailand or Philippines. But even this kind of countries aren't so helpful for you because you can get a girlfriend in Asia because your face is Western. According to my opinion, you have a more chance. But also the Filipinos also want to get married with the American or the Canadian people. I wish I had a chance to go to the Canada or other developed countries and just getting married someone else from there and getting the like staying permission, maybe just getting the something like a like the how can I say, just like the I can stay there. Staying visa is so important because if you cannot stay there, it doesn't give you any guarantee. You need a house to stay there, and if you just change your country citizenship, it will be better. The Turkey didn't offer me anything, and people just here waiting die for the government. That's really insane. These kind of people are really mad here because they only think that the government long live. But you, it doesn't even matter. We can die. You are the fucking stupid motherfucker. This kind of motherfucker bitches, and I'm living with this kind of stupid people here. But we cannot do anything else. They have the brainwashed by the militarism, by the nationalism. They have a brainwashed. But we cannot do anything for that because it's the all the militarist countries are getting brainwashed by the nationalism idea. Nationalism is sucks. Like the militarism is sucks. According to my opinion, this kind of idea is just only useful for the people who can just manage the people, who can just control this kind of people. And people not disobeying the system. If they are going to disobey the system, most of the people or the government will gonna judge you and will make you into prison. I don't care at all. I am only thinking about myself. The others only pray for me. Because I am the only one who is important here. I am deserving to go to the fucking Japan. Yes, I'm speaking English. Yes, I'm just telling my ideas in English. I am doing everything in English. So what? So what? I'm doing it in English. I'm speaking in English. I'm trying to think in English. I am trying to go to Japan in English. So what? What is the problem? What's the problem? Am I not really enough to speak in English as a first class citizen? What is your comparison level? We didn't choose to be a third class citizen and living in Turkey. That's the reason why we shouldn't accept any kind of conditions, and I won't give up under the circumstance till I get win. Till I get win. So it's English, but I will try my best. Because that's the reason why I'm living here. I'm living recording videos. I'm just trying to my best. In order to escape this country. In order to go to the first class countries. With peacefully or with harmfully. It doesn't even matter. Choose one of the option by yourself. Yeah. Let's continue. So the thing is, which I'm going to talk about, why Japan? Why not the other countries? Because I know Japanese. I have studied Japanese language. I know Japanese language, or the kanjis, or the writing system. But in the end, I need a girlfriend from there to, in order to get married and just travel around the world. Look at this kind of people. Look at this. Look at this kind of life. I'm gonna talk about the yesterday and just the other things as well. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He can travel around the world. Can you look at him? I'm not sure. Maybe the something like it's so different. Can you look at him? Yeah. This guy can travel around the world. Can fuck around the girls, Instagram models. He is fucking everyone else. Why he can fuck everyone else but me? I also wanted this kind of fucking life. I wanna travel around the world. I wanna fuck all the Instagram models. Why he can do, why I cannot do? What is the difference between me and him? What is the difference between me and him? What is the difference? The life isn't just so fair, and some people just getting pushed by the media and other things. I also wanna get a girlfriend in Japan and just living there. I couldn't be success on it. Why some people can achieve their dreams while some of them cannot? What is the problem? What is the problem? What is the problem? Why some people can go to anywhere else while me cannot? Why I don't have any supporter? Why I don't have any backupper? Why? Am I not a human being? Why I cannot travel around the world? Why I cannot go to Japan? Why I cannot be a travel influencer? What is the difference between me and the fucking others? Why? I'm just asking the fucking why. Just being angry and just trying to not complain about the situation, but it's impossible. People can do the fuck every time as people can do sex, but me. I have always wanted to do sex. I am alone for 26 years more with the motherfucker society. Fuck you all. Fuck you. Who is just watching my videos? Fuck you. Who is just supporting me? Fuck you. Who is hating me? Fuck you. Who is not going to just help me? Fuck you. Who is just making fun of with me? Fuck you. Who is just thinking about themselves? Fuck you. Who is just thinking? Fuck you. I'm not sure, like as I mentioned that before, I have always wanted to do sex, but I couldn't do sex. That's the reason why, because I'm living in Turkey, which I don't want, which I don't want to. I want to go to another country just seeking asylum. I don't want to live here. I didn't choose it to live here. I didn't choose it by my own will. I didn't be born as a Turkish. I didn't choose it by my own will. What is the problem? What is the reason behind? Just speaking the fucking camera, getting more fucking follower here. What is the reason behind on it? You just only need the famous in order to go to the fucking nightclubs, in order to go to the fuck the chicks. If you are not famous enough, you're just like it gets better. If you are famous, you can go anywhere else. You can fuck anyone else. If you are not famous, you cannot fuck anyone else. You need to just obey the fucking society. We live in the fucking Middle East. Living in the fucking Turkey. We didn't choose by our own will. I'm not sure what. I don't care about the country. I thought this country didn't offer me anything. I'm just living here, obeying the society. For what? For what? What is the reason behind on it? I wanna go to the nightclubs, just fucking the girls. Not living here. Not living here. I don't care at all. There's a wars are happening in the Middle East. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about Israel. I don't give a fuck about the America. I don't give a fuck about the Trump. I don't give a fuck about the Elon Musk. I don't give a fuck about anything else. I don't care. I need to do the sex. Because I'm alone for 26 years. I also want to do the sex. Just, I don't want to live here. I want to be famous. Just get out from fucking my fucking puberty. Nobody wants to live in fucking puberty. But the governments don't care about how. So why the government's just letting the fucking this kind of people just getting into the burnt babies? But they are the government letting the people just making the babies then. Why I just get born into this world? If there are some people just going to anyone else and just get this, I'm sure 101% they didn't also be rich at the first. They also coming from puberty. They are getting rich. So what is the reason behind me and what is the reason behind them? I wanna get into the delve into the era here. So why Japan? As I mentioned that before. Like the silence, respect, structure, your personal attraction. Japan feels like a world where things make sense. And when your own world doesn't make sense, you look elsewhere. Your loneliness feeling misunderstood in Turkey. Exactly. I don't care about the Turkish people at all because we cannot deal with each other. The Turkish culture is very conservative and which I don't like it. I'm secular. But they are living in the very religious place and they like the religious things. They are praying God, even they exist or not. They don't give a shit. They don't give any idea about that. But they are praying to God. The God can help us, etc. This kind of people are really mad and they are believing only the Islam. They are believing in God, okay? But it is not like giving you 101% guarantee you will go to the fucking heaven. It's not a guarantee you will fuck the houris there. It's not a guarantee. Japan feels like your loneliness, feeling misunderstood in Turkey. Cited. The fantasy, the anime influence, the social media, the soft-spoken, polite, perfect girl myth. Yeah, whenever we are checking the media, there is a myth. In this myth, we are just like the soft-spoken, polite, and a perfect girl. Is it true? Not, but actually, we wanna just believe in a myth. You wanna believe in the fake things. Everyone just getting married in Turkey is impossible because you need to get a lot of money. Just buy a house and I quit. Just trying to catch up the system. I get out from the system just recording the fucking YouTube videos. I'm sometimes just open a fucking stream. Why? In order to speak to people who are just thinking about me, who are so lonely in this world. Just only trying to speak with this kind of people. And trying to be exist. That's the only reason why I'm here and recording the YouTube videos, etc. Mostly, I have always wanted to go to Japan and just getting married with a girl from there, just going to nightclubs, just going to bars, traveling around the world, be a travel influencer. But I couldn't be a travel influencer whenever I go there, and that's the problem. Is really required. Just traveling and just recording YouTube videos. Why do some girls from Turkey can go there and nobody wants to live in Turkey? People are dying here every day and people just fighting with each other. People don't show respect to each other. Nobody wants to live in the third class country here. If I had a chance, probably I also wouldn't. And sometimes the people just criticizing me. I'm not showing respect to people. I don't care at all. So will the people be going to respect me? Not. I am respecting people. I'm respecting the people. In the measure who respect me in the same way. Okay. How much you respect me? I'm respecting you this much. That's all. It's the only reason I'm here. How much you give, how much you take. That's all. Got it? Got it. You know, maybe the Japanese girlfriend idea is not very real. Maybe sometimes people just calling it's exaggerating it and you are just talking about misleading. It's not a real and it is really hard to do the career. The career is really important in this world. Some people just trying to just continue in their careers. Because if you are just trying to get into the career, you need to understand that your competition is really fierce. And not a guarantee that 101% you will success on that. You will pass them. Some people are invisible. So mostly nobody wants to see the invisible people. Everyone wants to be visible on the social media. If you don't have a social media character, if you are not famous enough on the social media, people not showing you respect. That's the reason why it is really hard. People just only thinking about the good things we should do, that the education contribution, like that. People don't really care about that. People only care about the fame and just being famous on the internet. Nobody caring about the other people. Only the thing is here. That's the reason why I'm just complaining a lot. But the situation is same everywhere else. People are just doing the things which they wanna do or which they don't wanna do, but they are just trying on it. We are living in a very brutal and a very crucial world, and it's very brutal. Some people get used on it and some people cannot. I really don't like to playing a role play, and that's the reason why I'm just staying alone here. Doing a role play is not fit with me. It's not my idea, but sometimes I'm not gonna lie, and sometimes people need to do the role play. So what? Show up. So here, why we are doing the role play? Why we are just trying to exist on the internet? I'm not sure. People just getting up their beds and they are going to jobs. Why? I'm not sure. Nobody sure 101% why everyone else just going to judge, why everyone else trying, why everyone's trying to be alive. But we are not just getting into trouble with the existential crisis questions. Even you need to. There's a Maslow hierarchy in the end, and you need to just eat some meal. You need to drink the water, and you need to just find accommodation for yourself. But in the end, we are getting older, and nobody can catch up the situation. Nobody can achieve their dreams. Some people will gonna die in this process. Some people will going to win. So everybody appreciating the winners. If you are a winner, everybody will going to appreciate you. If you are not, if you are a loser, probably people will going to escape from you. Mostly people only they see winner sides. They don't want to see the loser sides. So if you call me a loser, I won't take it as a maybe bullying, harassment. Why? Because in my process, living in very puberty and trying to escape puberty, if my actions, if my endeavor just can get understood as a loser, mostly it is better to call me a loser because I won't lose anything. You will lose because you will lose your time watching my videos, just giving me fame. Meanwhile, so only the thing which you're gonna lose your time, not my valuable time. So here, just being a loser, etc., I don't care at all. Mostly I'm just trying to continue on my path, whether it is true, whether it's not. Most people cannot escape their realities. Whenever you wake up, think about the Gregor Samsa from Franz Kafka. You, as a man, only need to be a provider. You need to bring the money to table. You need to put something to table for your family, for your friends. If you cannot do that, people gonna escape from you. Because people only like you, which you can give them anything. If you cannot give them anything, people are going to stop to love you. That's the reason why you need to first think about yourself, not for the others. Maybe you are thinking about your country, maybe you are thinking about your family. I'm gonna tell the truth. If you cannot bring anything to your family, family will going to stop to love you. Even your friends, even your girlfriends, even your boyfriends, maybe sometimes the same about the girls. And if you are not beauty enough, if you are not beautiful enough, the man will going to stop to love you. So that's the reason why girls want to get married with someone else, which they can just continue their existence. Yeah, it's understandable. But if you're asking my opinion, I also wanna just get a girlfriend. It will be better. But not competition is not very useful here. The competition is really fierce. Some people can get what they want from this competition, from this system, and while some of them cannot. Whenever I'm just remembering my childhood, just going to Japan, I actually went to Japan once upon a time, maybe 3 years or 2 years before. I realized that the system is really fierce. Everybody is working from morning to night for survive, not for living. There are the two concepts are different from each other: surviving and living. If you are asking my opinion, surviving is not very understandable. I prefer to die and just going to suicide. But living is different. I'm not going to get other people's resources if I wanna live. It's okay while you are giving me your resources or not. But the only thing is, I wanna get the success by myself, not with the others' respect. For example, my career is on the YouTube. It's okay, I understand, but I need to understand. I'm not very watchable. I'm not very successful on the YouTube. So should I just give up? Actually, I have seen bunch of YouTube channels. The only thing which they are getting success, how they are getting success on the YouTube is what the system needs demand, what the people need to watch, what people wanna learn, what people need. If you give them what they need rather than what you need, it will be better for you, for the system, etc. But here the issue is people who couldn't quit, just only doing the YouTubes, they got the success. Just being poor and living in poverty, the only escape is YouTube or something like a social media or just creating your own business. If you are successful enough, probably you can out from the poverty. I'm not just defending the poverty is really shit. That's the reason why nobody wants to live, just give a birth here. You guys aren't guilty. Your families are guilty. In order to, they brought you to this country, to world. They brought you to this world. That's the reason why they are guilty. So here the issue is, if you are a man, you need to do the things by yourself. Even you want, even you don't want. People cannot escape from it. But sometimes people aren't very useful, but people need to do something by themselves. So here the problem is, mostly people thinking about themselves, and if you are egoist, if you are just self-esteem person, people actually going to show respect you. Mostly people wants to see egoist and only self-based people rather than the people who are helpful, because in their insides they have the pressured feelings. They have pressured their feelings for a long time. That's the reason why people want to see themselves in the others. Well, it's kind of very truncated topic, as I mentioned that. So we don't fall in love with people, we fall in love with image. The Japanese girlfriend is not a person, she's an idea. She's an idea. Yeah, maybe she's an idea, but also she's beautiful. Maybe some people just get in love with the anime girls. Yeah. The work culture, emotional distance, homme and tatame. The homme real thing. The honne is real feelings, and the tatame is just doing the fake. Yeah, the gender expectations. Yeah, you would think she will understand you, but you don't even speak her emotional language. The cultural gap, communication barrier. Yeah, I know the Japanese, but it doesn't even matter for them because they only think about the American and Canadian guy, not a Turkish fucking guy, like not a Middle Eastern guy. Lonely men don't want women, they want relief, perfection, escapism, emotional hunger. You don't want a Japanese girlfriend, you want to stop feeling empty. Yeah, maybe I feel empty, but there's nothing to do here because I didn't choose my life at all. The freedom, new identity, being someone else in other country, and Japan is not a goal, but it's an excuse. I wish I had a career in Japan, just going to Japan, travel around the world, just going to dinner with a Japanese girl, just going to a restaurant, just taking a selfie, watching anime. I have always wanted to get a girlfriend who is teeny and who is not very who doesn't have any weight and who is just fit, not very fat. The Japanese people are really just like the teeny. They are not fat. That's the reason why I like the Japanese girls. The Turkish girls are so fat. I don't like them. The ever in Japan loneliness exists, kodokushi, and it is the meanings like kodokushi. You are just dying your house because you are only drinking some beers, and people don't have any idea about you dead or not. People just only wanna understand. Like the relationships, happiness, strong closing ideas. Changing the country doesn't change the person. Yeah, that's understandable. Maybe one day I will meet her, but not as an escape, as a human, not a Japanese girlfriend, just someone who understands. People, especially in nowadays, wants to get understand. People not understanding each other quickly. That's the reason why people complaining a lot. If you are not getting understand by someone else, your life is really awkward and you are not tangible, and you think like, am I the problem? Who am I? You are just repeating this kind of questions if people don't show respect you. Mostly people will going to stop respect you if you are thinking to be yourself. If you be yourself, probably people are going to hate you at the first. But if you are successful enough, probably people then will going to respect you. Mostly people love the things which they cannot understand, and then try to understand and then try to accept. That's the reason why first the people will gonna be angry and then people are going to accept. That's the reason why you only need to get more people get attention. I'm not saying that you need to be attention seeker, but also you need to be a great yourself. Be yourself. Just do it and be yourself.
The only thing you can do is just trying to be yourself rather than just watching the other people and just like repeating their actions. Be yourself, find your own soul. The only thing I can give you an advice. I'm not giving you a big speech, I'm just only saying what I have in my insight. Thank you for much for watching until now. See you on next video. Goodbye.